What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the trade room. The Federal Reserve has just shown a confirmation of rate cuts coming by being satisfied with inflation. Bitcoin is up 31% from its lows of 49,000. And DeFi Kingdoms just launched its PvP test phase through streamers. We got a lot to talk about right now, but it's definitely looking like a macro Saturday. Welcome to the trade room. What's up, everyone? Welcome in here tonight. A lot of things going on. First of all, shout out to DeFi Kingdoms, the GameFi MMORPG game, third year birthday, third year anniversary. I think year five and a half, year six is going to be tremendous. But we're here today to talk about the current stages that we are in, the truth about this crypto bull run. All right. In the spirit of competition and battling and GameFi and PvP, we have the Bulls versus the Bears. And we're going to look into the charts. We haven't been live in a very long time, with life, with travel, but we're here this weekend and we've been doing it up. We'll get into the charts. We'll see what's going on. But before we do that, we're going to get a battle in PvP style with DeFi Kingdoms because that is just the most highly anticipated thing right now. We're also going to be doing a giveaway as well. It's a core staff. But we've seen a priest with a decent core staff and, how sustainable it is against those archers. But we'll get more into the depths of that. If you're here, thank you for being here. A lot of different streams going in. This stream can normally go for 2 hours, but we're going to try to keep it. We're going to try to keep it under an hour. And again, we're going to kick it off with a PvP battle between myself and T Heat. We went 1-1. So acknowledging the chat, we got Heat in the building. Thanks for the mic check, bro. We got Skiller in the building. I just lost to Skiller in a quick little battle before hopping on about an hour ago. And things looked good until I channeled Explosion and he murked me. He disrupted that channel and then murked me. But he took me out quickly. Shout Shout out to Sergeant Filthy Mick and Nasty, bro. I tried to stay up last night to catch the ongoings. I still have there's so much content to catch up on, but big shout out to you. And shout out to Fistful of dollars, Fistful of dollars. Awesome. So welcome to the building. We're in here. We're gonna kick it off. I was so excited to have Heat in the building. I kind of threw it on him last minute, didn't really plan it out. But he was gonna hop on quickly for the PvP because it's interesting. I've seen individuals like Elite just play people. You don't have to be on. You don't have to be chatting with him. He's kind of getting you an in-depth look at his thoughts and his gameplay. We the Jewelers did it this afternoon with us still being on live with each other, playing each other. It's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out. But I was kind of excited to have D on for 15 to 20 minutes because we also tap into economics and the charts, and I was gonna be really interested to hear what he thinks about the Federal Reserve and things of that nature. But um, I'll get him. I'll get him on the stream. I got him on Thursdays now, so we'll get him on. We'll get him on some Saturdays. But Sarge says, "Don't blame you so much, so much going on." All right, guys. So I have a match lined up here, and again, the theme of the night is Bulls versus Bears, a versus theme. You know, Sarge knows all about his themes and his clips that he throws in there. And I love the great show that he puts on. But we're gonna get into that right before we get into the charts, and I bore you guys with how I called the bottom at 49,000, how I called the top at the resistance to the 20-30% drop that was to come. The call on Metis, not so much of a great call on Swift Tissel because the correction was really heavy, but I'm still really bullish on Swift Tissel. And not such a great call on Yellow Pet Eggs, but we know why that's the case, right? In this game, you got to take shots, right? So it's the Bulls versus the Bears, the charts people versus the economics people. It all goes hand in hand. But we are gonna get into some DeFi Kingdom centric things. Again, usually goes 2 hours. We're gonna try to condense it because I would love to tap into the Bog side stream at 8:30 p.m. Plug there. Plug to us the Jewelers at 9:30 p.m. Eastern as well. We're going to be talking and encapsulating this entire weekend. And then there's a overnight tournament happening tomorrow. I went to sleep. I woke up. The list is already full. We got a couple Jewelers in there, but what's going on with these? Like, no announcement. We're now doing these random overnight tournaments as well. Like, come on, like, like we get on the team about like dropping things on time, and then just people just do an overnight tournament. I'm gonna complain about that all night, quite honestly. Um, so let's see here. Shout out to everybody else hopping in here. We got Sasha in the building. It's just my screen frozen, huh? Skiller says Trade is a gamer. Yeah, Ren in the building. Shout out to you, Ren. But yeah, do we have a frozen screen? Is that what I'm hearing? Are you guys not seeing? Hold on. Are you guys not seeing my current screen? Let me unshare. You guys, let me know if you're not seeing my screen here. Add myself back to the stage. Is my camera acting silly? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yo, it's crazy the technical difficulties that everyone has been having. And I want to go ahead and unplug my USB here, my camera USB. I think that may be the solution here. But let's get this thing started with heat. And while we're doing that, I can get things gwinning. I know you guys love seeing my face. I'll make sure I get myself back in here. And Digital Sleep Aid says frozen on my Fire Stick and not on my phone. That's so crazy. Technology is absolutely going berserk on all streamers cast, and a lot of us are either using StreamYard or Streamlabs. I use StreamYard. And it's, sometimes works well for me, sometimes does its own thing. But appreciate you guys for kind of keeping me in tune with what we have going on. As long as you can hear my voice, I'm gonna go ahead and lead us into this battle. We're trying to make this an hour segment here, and then I'm gonna work on getting myself back on camera. So this is the lineup that I have. Me and Heat from Jewelers decided to thank you, Voice is Golden. Appreciate that. Decided to go ahead and get a level 15 balance, right? So I believe I had that balance here, a level 15 balance. We're going whether you're 15 or higher. We're going all 5 skills here. So I see that he may have entered here. I'm gonna get that started up. Um, and then I'm gonna try to work on my camera here. I know the last time we did audio, that also was a little bit of a weird. It was causing static, so I'm gonna try to put the audio up. And you guys let me know if it's coming through at all, or if you're hearing static from the game audio. I don't hear anything from the game audio at this current moment in time. We shall see. Yeah. Um, yeah, he bangs. He definitely bangs. So it is my first move here, playing Heat. And the Holy Trinity is something I've been looking to get used to. Uh, First move is always the toughest move to make, but we're gonna try to do a bit of stacking right off the bat, do a bit of targeting right off the bat here. So let's get it winning. While that's happening, I'm going to look to fix my camera. All right. So all right. So it looks like it's my turn again. Do you guys hear any game audio coming out as well while we do this? My warrior's turn. I did pick up Whirlwind. I kind of want to get the stack here to possibly do some damage. But I'm gonna throw out Whirlwind right away because I want to see the speed effects, what that does. Let's go ahead here. Sounds good for now. So yeah, I definitely know that. So let's turn on game. Sounds like we're doing long streams of gaming, but we're doing just one battle and then we are hopping into the charts. Remember, guys, if you're here, put a thumbs up. Thank you for being here. I'm excited for all other streams remaining for the night. I'm really trying to get this hour slot in so I can tune into Boxside and what they have going on. It looks like he's dazed my knight. Probably forever vigilant there. That's solid. I appreciate that. I think because I'm stacking on, I'm not gonna worry so much about health. And we're gonna go ahead and toss this prayer of might in here. Again, Skiller says he is not a gamer. I say I'm not a gamer. I think I can take that trophy and hold that. I think Skiller has proven over the last 42 hours that this has lasted, that he can no longer use that as a slogan. We're taking that away from him because he does have great heroes and he has a good bit of execution there as well. Shout out to Sticks in the building. He says I'm 30 seconds behind because my phone reception, but the voice audio is Gucci. No game audio for me. Yeah, I just turned the game audio down. Trade is officially an alien, Sticks. Yeah, unfortunately, I think ET go home at this moment. So shout out to Digital also for checking in. So me and he are 1-1. Me and he are 1-1. And at this current moment, he's done a good bit of damage to my tanker. And his tanker is sitting pretty. He's healed his guys. And he has his big red suited Vizzy Knight here that goes as well. I don't think he has a chance to completely take me out here because I still have 400 HP here. If I look at the turn order, there's his knight that's going before my priest. I don't think he'll do too much damage. So because I threw the prayer of might on my archer here, I'm gonna hit him with a little bit of rapid shot just to get that going. Try to see if I get a little combo going here. All in the midst trying to possibly. Oh, what the hell? Just okay, boom. Okay, we didn't do that much damage. We didn't do that much damage, but I think I dazed. Did I? I didn't get the daze on him. Leadership. He got leadership on. Forever vigilant. Okay. Slow resistance. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Um, I'm excited for the tournament tomorrow, quite honestly. Really excited for the tournament tomorrow. Um, yeah, I was kind of joshing around that overnight. Uh, you guys you guys filled your slot for the tournament. I don't even honestly know if I could show up because of IRL. But okay. Oh my goodness. Whoa, okay. Oh, he is not playing right now. Looks like he's about to take me out. Holy schmoly. Oh, wow. I mean, I guess it has to be an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? I just guess it has to be an eye for an eye. But to have taken out my my warriors crazy, right? I'm gonna have to deal with relying on my archer, and I'm gonna have to take this exhaust to go mano y mano with him in the current moment, right? Um, we have Travis saying, "What time is the tourney?" I think the chat could probably validate for when that would be. Um, Repeating shot is definitely OP, and it was eye for an eye. It was definitely eye for an eye at that moment. Let's see how I can protect my archer. What's the best way to try to protect my archer throughout this? This is probably go ahead and throw a holy beacon on it. Try to get a crit, no crit there, but I think we'll be all right. And now it's priest, warrior, priest, archer. Who is gonna win this race, right? The battle is still on anyone's game. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. They want to do the semis and finals live. Okay. All right. That was cute. That was cute. I like that. I think because again, I have to just get super protective. We're gonna go ahead and throw a little barrier on here, and we got to try to figure out how we're going to do this. Um, you know, we'll see. We'll see what he has in store for me here. Meanwhile, let me get tricky with it. Okay, that was nice. That was nice. I like that. Get an opening to try to take my archer out. And again, he said it right before he actually went with the barrier. Then he thought better, and he said initially he had wanted to throw Holy Wrath on. Um, and Holy Wrath is benefiting him greatly right now, especially even in this time while my archer is having to kind of really work through this, right? But I took away the warrior on purpose because of rapid onslaught. I don't want to have to deal with rapid onslaught. I'd rather deal with the knight. As much as of a nuisance as Forever Vigilant is, right? So now that my guy's coming back to life, I'm gonna have to decide if I want to get his HP up or if I want to get him a Prayer of Might to boost him to try to really bring down his tanker. But at the current moment, I don't really believe in the damage from his knight. So I'm not gonna go heal. I'm gonna go set up. Right. I'm gonna go set up. So I'm looking at my critical aim here, which my archer has deal 91 damage to target enemy. This attack has 35 CSC. I always forget what CSC is. So, this one is a great training session for all who are here. I'm learning from all of you. So let me go ahead and tap into the chat. They want to do the okay. Oh yeah, yep. Awesome, awesome. You guys are still verifying the. Yeah, so I'm gonna set my guy up, man. Um, actually, you know what? No, let's just go do some damage right now. Let's wait for that setup. Let's wait for that setup. And quite honestly, I should be checking into his heroes more of what they have. See that he has cleanse, blinded winds, leadership, and headstrong on his on that night. So I should be paying more attention to that, right? Critical strike chance. Okay. Critical strike chance. Okay. That's beautiful. Always good to know that. Love you, Sticks. Learning on the fly. And I'm really excited about possibly like making it out of here, battling heat. Um, okay, let's see. All right, let's do the setup. Let's do the setup. All right, I'm gonna go ahead because we took the other tunes off. I'm gonna get some intro in here on my end. Let's go acoustic. Mm, okay, let's get some low. Right, this is not the game music. I'm sorry, I'm switching it up for you guys here. Let me know if it's annoying or not. Um, I'm throwing a little bit of tunes in here. So look, this is the setup, right? This is the setup. This is the setup I've been following the entire weekend, right? This is the setup I've been following the entire weekend, and we're gonna set it off. All right. This is it. I want to lay pain on him right now and try to take him out with one shot. That's not good. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I totally messed up. I did not knock out his priest. Wow. 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 That is a lapse of concentration. That is a lapse of concentration. That was like explosion, right? That was like explosion. That's like going for the special effects. That's like explosion, right? It's like going for the special effects, right? I'm trying to see how high this guy can crit, and I just made probably the worst mistake of my life ever. That's so funny. That's so funny, bro. Um, and so look, this is a testament, right? And I'll expound on this in this way. This is a testament to those who don't have years of gaming experience. I kind of consider it, I can kind of correlate it to how I look at the charts, right? And we're gonna look at charts later down the line. I correlate this to how I look at the charts, right? And let me go ahead and see what my priest can do here, to kind of make sure that my archer is okay while it goes through this exhaust. I kind of correlate it to the charts, um, in a sense of if you're just now getting into the stock market, if you're just now getting into crypto, there are certain psychological things that you can't anticipate when you get in, right? Um, and oh gosh, you just blinded me. That's interesting. Yeah, there's certain psychological things that you cannot anticipate when you go in, and sometimes you are who you are. But psychologically, let's see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna just put another potion here, my archer. But psychologically, um, your psyche will take over your actual presence and have you do certain things, especially in high volatility moments, right? So, like when the market drops down really hard, or when the market rises up really hard, and you actually have to train yourself and guard yourself against that over a period of time. And only experience can give you that. So, when you're not a gamer, and you go into these ecosystems, When you're not a gamer and you go into these ecosystems, and look at the huge mistake I just made. Look at the tremendously huge mistake I just made. So with DeFi Kingdoms, there's such a high learning curve with not only the NFTs but the heroes and everything else as well. It's such a high learning curve that yes, at some point when the token is rising, and again we started by saying, is all this hype worth it? Is all this hype worth it if Jewel does not go to $5? Is all this hype worth it if Jewel does not? Did I not bring a blinding? Is that is okay? There's a blinding potion here. Is it all worth it? If Jewel doesn't go to $10, right? And a part of tonight, outside of playing the game, is to try to answer that question on the charts. But that goes back to the main point that I was making, is that I do think that there's going to be a surge of users that come in. And unfortunately, for those of us who have been here and have grinded through this, we're gonna eat them like crumbs, right? Because even myself, who has come in new and learning, it's tough for me to not make those psychological mistakes as a brand new player who may not be a gamer who's coming in. So just something to think about: your skillers of the worlds, your sticks interns of the worlds, your megas of the worlds, your old cools. That's when their investment thesis is going to skyrocket, because those who are in here playing and are just going to eat these new players like crumbs. Because when you come in, you got to earn your badge, quite honestly. You have to earn your badge, and the players that are here that understands the intricacies of this ecosystem are going to benefit greatly. Some of us are going to be there to watch it. Some of us are going to be there to commentate on it. um, tapping back into the game here before I go in certain rants, man. That's just what I do sometimes, and we're just about a half hour through. The rest of this half hour is gonna be on. I don't want to put this on. Is my guy still exhausted? Is he still exhausted? Can I just check here to see if he is still exhausted? Okay, he still has amnesia. Cannot use rapid shot for 2 turns. So, don't want to make a mistake there. There's not much that I have to do here. I think I will attack with my priest. Maybe I can confuse, get a daze on his priest and start to bring his life down slowly. No daze there, but it was worth the shot. I want to preserve mana right now, and kind of try to focus on this and ending it. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna do the giveaway right after this. Do I want to hold you guys out till after the charts? I don't know. Maybe I'll keep this low hanging fruit of this giveaway here for you guys. He is doing his thing. He's healing his guys. Let me see what else he has in store for me. What does his priest have? His priest has second wind. Okay. Restore 50% of missing HP. Each ally is healed for 50% of that value. So he has second wind. I think he used it too. I'm pretty sure he used it. You guys, let me know or don't let me know. I don't know. I don't know what happens when you have a chat next to you. He has menacing as well, iron skin and clear vision. And of course, his score staff gives him a little bit of boost here. I would say like his dexterity is pretty low, so I might want to speed my guys up just in case he wants to use any sort of attack from the priest. But I think I should also really be looking at his warrior here. I mean his knight here. Cleanse, blinding winds, leadership, headstrong. It's pretty low on mana. I don't know what he has left as well in mana. Am I gonna go through another exhaustive period? Do I have to force him to just use up all his mana? Do I have enough mana left to try to just go balls to the wall? I don't think so. So I think what I'm gonna do here, I might want to throw a death mark. Um, you know, I might want to throw a death mark on him. I don't know what to do here because I don't like. I'm gonna have to go for it again. F it. I'm gonna have to go for it again. Let's go for it this time. This time, did we get it right? What? No way. No way. No way. That's crazy. Well, that didn't really work out how I wanted to, but we're gonna keep it moving. Um, I'm gonna save the priestess mana, and just kind of go for a regular attack here. Because I think he still has some potions left. Quite honestly, um, I still think he has some potions left. My archer's not doing so hot, man. No, I built his HP up, um, and then I also made sure that his dexterity built up decently there. Um, but he's not doing so hot. He's not doing so hot. All right, so priest healed himself. All right, I'm gonna try to grind through this a little bit. And just continue to get at the priest. I'm not so worried about his warrior here. But damn, man, it looks like really with the priest build, and especially if you make mistakes, this can really drag out, right? And then I think me and Heat have done this. Like, I'm starting to see the way that it'll be when I play him, and it's totally different from when I play Skiller. Totally different from when I'm playing Mega. It's like so many possible things can happen, also depending on who you're playing. So this tournament tomorrow is just going to be so sick, man. It's going to be so sick, especially in those final rounds to see how everyone is playing everyone else. But like, I have to just go after his. I have to just go after his priest in this current moment. Mana's running down, so we're trying to be conservative. We're men as well, so like, yeah, we want entertainment value, but also too, like, yeah, okay, we're trying to get this win, right? So, um, good miss on mighty on holy wrath. And when I saw his the dexterity on his priest at like a 19, and then I saw that like I built my agility on my archer just a little bit. Let's see his yeah, I built my agility on him. I knew there was a good chance he got me the first time, but I didn't think he was gonna get me that second time. um and so let's keep it grooving here, as I continue to conserve a little bit of mana on my priest, because I don't have a battle budget left. Continuing to try to get days, not landing. And you know what I might want to do? Check this out. Check this out. This is what I might want to do. Um, yeah, this is what I might want to do. This is execution time here. It's time to finish it out. Yeah, he said if he was going to win, he needed to land that. I mean, look, this is a battle of wits here. This is a battle of wits here. I should have made this move a while ago, but I didn't. But now with my archer, getting ready to be let loose, in terms of the exhaust, I'm really trying to come after heat at the current moment. So I need 16 for piercing shot, and then 21 for rapid shot, right? But in that instance, I won't be able to get repeating shot off, right? So, and repeating shot, I really don't like what repeating shot has done for me. So I'm gonna look to trigger that, but kind of continue to force him to use his his priest and the rest of his mana that's left. Yes, hoping I can get a crit, and I just got a crit. Let's go. Let's go. So, again, us as healer users, we're okay with dragging the game out. Damage dealers may feel a little bit differently when it comes to esports in DeFi Kingdoms. Who are going to be the most popular players? The damage guys, the guys that just come out and bang, 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 boom, they got you out. But the other side of the players, those who use healers as well, are going to benefit by just looking for their way of getting wins, as well. So, to go ahead and to wrap this up, let's go here. I do have my basic attack here, and again, I'm not veering from my strategy just because I possibly have a kill opportunity in front of me. I want to get that daze, please. Why can't you just give it to me? You know, why can't you just give it to me? All right, so I think I'm close. I'm very close to escalating things, but and I think he also used his second wind. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Um, all right, yeah, I think I'm ready for the setup. I think I'm ready for the setup. So let's go. Let's go, Def Mark. I'm gonna hit him with some Def Mark. Mm-mm. And then now I'm gonna try to hit him. And the thing is, it only increases it by it increases what is it? Where's Def Mark? Oh, it increased the defense the damage on it by a little bit, but I'm gonna continue to take my time here, and continue to try to get that daze. Still not giving it to me. This guy kind of hits at a decent rate after like 10 basic shots. Nice miss, nice miss. And I'm wondering with that miss, my agility on this priest is 17, so it's not that crazy, but nice miss there. It is my archer's turn. I, so 21 and 26. 21 and 26. 21 and 26 would do it for me. Yeah, 21 and 26 would do it for me. All right. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't, but it's all good. It wouldn't, but it's all good. We're going for it right now. Yeah, when a death mark doesn't hit, it's a little it's a little depleting. So what I want to check right now, I have 24. I don't have enough for the repeating shot. And if I'm gonna use the priest's prayer of might, uh I don't have the repeating shot, so it doesn't make sense to use that. I could try to use it for piercing shot. I could try to use it for piercing shot actually. I could try to use it for piercing shot. Um but at the end of the day, I think healing my archer might be the best move here instead of giving him a boost for a one shot, one hit quitter. Because I think he can go back and forth with this warrior. I think you can go back and forth with this warrior. I hate to drag this out, but I'm gonna have to do this. Just because I need this win. And I was trying to say it would be an 8:30 cutoff, but this might be we might have a record, right? We might have a record for the longest battle for the longest battle here. I think I might be able to get him with piercing shot. I think I might be able to get him with piercing shot. Okay. It's 211 on the damage to his priest. Okay, I'm gonna run out of mana, right? But 179 to 215, and I don't even care right now because I'm trying to speed this up a little bit about looking at his what he has remaining. I think he used the second wind already as well. I'm gonna just have to go for it and trust my guy. I'm gonna have to go for it and trust my guy. Oh my gosh, no. Does he have any potions left? Does he have any potions left? No, he doesn't. Let's go. Let's go. Now we can wrap this up. Now we can wrap this up. Let's go. Okay. So I made a big mistake. But to have the first stream here with the win in sight, I'm pretty excited about seeing that. Tremendous respect. You can't be making your speech yet. Let me go see what his warrior has. Cleanse, blinding wings, leadership, headstrong. Yeah, I don't want to be making a closing out speech here, and the win is not in front of me, but um But yeah, I think it might be time to end it here. And one thing I stated, when looking at all the guilds and the jewelers podcast, every time you face somebody is totally different. I think this is only like Heat's like I think it's only like his third one. I don't know, third or fourth. I'm not sure. But this is my sixth battle here, my sixth match here. So it's been interesting to see. It's been very interesting to see. Made a big mistake throughout it, but first ever, PvP on my stream to get a win. It feels good. And we're gonna try to make the charts sweet and expedited, and then do the giveaway. Appreciate everybody that's here right now. Um, just gonna push this through. The only thing I'm really looking for now is to try to get a days. See my priest get a days. Um, but we'll finish it out. We'll finish it out. We'll finish it out. No need to use hardened shield. Just really got to get a couple crits here. And then just call it a day here. Yeah, PvP's out, man. Guys, the truth about this crypto bull run. We are about to get into it, and I really want to try to make sure that I'm concise in my charts, and I try to paint the proper picture, in my charts, so that I can have some space to watch box side as well, and then be fresh for nice crit, nice crit, nice crit. Be fresh for the jewelers, for us to hop on at 9:30, from my end. But yeah, gonna try to paint a picture for you guys of what I see. Again, as always, it's not financial advice. Um, and Jeremy says, "Can a player concede?" Yeah, a player can definitely concede. And quite honestly, you could have conceded any point in time, at this moment. Um, but hey, at least you took at least, it went mano a mano. It went mano a mano, right? There is a flee button, yeah. We went mano a mano, and he put his best out there. The second wind is dope, but I'm seeing that with second wind, like it probably needs a boost of some sort. And I want to hear your guys' opinion. Like already, people are like nerf this or this is too OP. I know Sticks intern feels like repeating shot is too OP at this current moment. But the way I feel about it is, these are the testing grounds, right? Let's see what this tournament looks like. Let's see what at least another week, right? What at least another week looks like. And then let's see if players are able to make adjustments. But I'm seeing a lot of good players out there really start to make adjustments in a short amount of time. So it'd be really cool to see. He says, Josh said, "Oh, snap! Sticks intern got called out. You gotta stop." Heat says, "Go trade. I used second wind way too soon. It was a big mistake on my part, but agree it needs a buff." Yeah, I think I see, and that's the thing, right? I think the buffs. I don't know if the team needs to nerf certain things. I think the buffs come from the combinations, right? So there's like some key. There's like some like matrix key to find the proper combination. Oh, did you flee already? I'm sorry. Is it over? I think it's over. I don't see any activity there. There's a proper combination, right? At least that's what I want to believe in to start off with. What I want to believe in to start off with is there's a proper combination. So this is the team that I put together when making an agreement on finding a level 15 balance, right? So with that level 15 balance, I wanted my archer to have no reason to not survive high HP. And I wanted my priest to not have any way to be taunted. Mega taunted me a lot yesterday and gave me trauma from that. So I threw the most recent birthday cap on it. And then when looking at any sort of advanced skills, because I don't have a lot of heroes with advanced skills, but to get stunned and toxic on this lower HP warrior was beneficial for me for the trade-off in the HP because I don't have a lot of like elite, and advanced abilities like this. So I like that. I like being able to flex like that. I like that the agreements that I made with Heat and just find a way to level out works, because guess what? For Hunts, that is DeFi Kingdoms. That's the mechanism there. So why wouldn't the team, after they see what we have here in our feedback, implement a balancing system? Instead of saying only 15, why not keep the hunt system balanced that you have, so players can feel like they have a fair chance by switching and swapping and just finding a balance of a certain level. So that's going to be my feedback that I throw into the feedback loop on Discord. And that is my conclusion to what we have here in PvP. But happy birthday! Super excited. Thanks to everybody willing to battle. I've been in this space since like almost day one. More bullish than ever through the ups and through the downs. So if I'm feeling like this, what is a new player gonna feel like when they're able to go in and understand the gem that is DeFi Kingdoms? So that's that for that. So we're gonna switch, okay? We're gonna do a switch real quick, all right, to wrap this up. I'm gonna look to make this part of the segment about 20 minutes. We are doing our Gore Staff giveaway, and so I guess one thing I can do before we get started with looking at the current, our current economics, and looking at the charts, I do want to put some names into this giveaway. And guys, don't beat me up. Don't beat me up. I'm still using the wheel of names. I'm still having to type names in. Okay. So I'm going to be doing that a little bit in the background. All right. Getting ready to give this Gore staff away, towards the back end of this. But I'm not going to wait. Right. I'm going to go ahead and start putting some names in here. And I'll do that throughout, because if I try to do everybody all at once, won't happen, right? So I'm gonna do this all throughout the rendition of the charts and things that we're going through. And then at the end of this stream, we will do the giveaway before we try to go catch some box side before the jewelers cast as well. But I'm loving it. I'm in. I'm not the best player, but I'm coming in and I'm getting some wins. I tried out the Seer comp because I am a predominantly control healer based player. And it wasn't so exciting with the Seer, but just like with Hunt, initially with the Seer, I said, get the hell out of here. And then once I figured the Seer out, hunts with Seers, especially Bach hunts with Seers, became a very, very exciting and fun thing. So I don't want to shit on the Seers, okay? I want to find a way to be able to use them over time. So shout out to Ren popping in here in the building. Shout out to Dewey War. I'm gonna get you in here early because I remember the early days, man. You're typing your name while doing other things totally was throwing me off. Big shout out to Darth is killing it both in DeFi Kingdoms and in other ecosystems as well. And I do believe that I saw Jeremy in here as well. So I got you guys in for now. We're gonna do another check-in on these names, but guys, let's get started and let's bring us back to what we were talking about to start this stream. The truth about this crypto bull run: bulls versus bears in the theme, the spirit of PvP, right? You got people who are shorting out there and they're looking for the downside of the market. You have those who have been buying or dollar cost averaging, who are looking for the rise of the market. They're not bad people. We're not bad people, but there's an exchange of volume and flow that goes with the current markets, right? And bulls and bears. And when things are really bullish, you enter bull markets, right? When sentiment is really down, you enter bear markets. It's not just what happens on the charts, it's what's happening with society. And I've said for the longest time that charts speak on the psychology of human beings. It is the data of the psychology of human beings. So it's not just math, it's math plus psychology. And that's why I do focus big time on those charts. And now we've done our battle in DeFi Kingdoms. We've had our fun in PvP. The question is answered. This game is so fun, but you have to do the work to get in. We don't want you just coming in as a whale, buying your stuff, and oh, now I can go in and beat people. No, you got to know how to play in this ecosystem. And those who are here and those who are staying long term are invested in that aspect. So cry me a river, get in, figure it out, and take your pain to get through. So in that Bulls of DeFi Kingdoms, are we set to win? Is this gonna affect Jewel price? What happens if the game is fun but Jewel doesn't run? What can the charts tell us about this? And that's what we're about to get into for the next 15 to 20, maybe 25 minutes. And we always start with Bitcoin, and we move on to everything else. And we're gonna get to Jewel eventually, but this is how we do things here. So Bulls versus Bears. So what is the ultimate truth before we get into these charts? The ultimate truth, right? We're talking about a lot of truths right now that I'm trying to leave with you guys. The ultimate truth is that if the economy isn't doing well, or if there is not a perception that the economy is doing well, or if there's not a perception that the economy can get out of a hole that it's in, especially the US economy, Jewel isn't going anywhere. Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. Now, in crypto, we the crypto market has proven that sometimes in times of strife, right? In times of strife, where a country, or organization, an economy, a race, an ethnicity, in times of strife, if they need to get to liquidity in a way that is not the traditional form of getting to liquidity in times of strife, Bitcoin shines, right? And Bitcoin is the first leader. But all payments forms, right, to be able to receive payment to payment, right, B2B, business to business, or person to person, in times of strifes when the economic system is strained, crypto kind of shines, right? And so if there is a decorrelation that's going to happen there, in terms of price action, long-term price action, we may have that in store. But really and truly, if at this current moment, and probably for the next 5 to 10 years, if the US economy isn't doing well, which is a microcosm of the entire global economy, isn't doing well, crypto is not going to do well. There's a lot of talk about utility tokens and what that brings, but that's what we're looking at here. So it's important to pay attention not only to the charts, not only to what the game and DeFi Kingdoms and what they're building, but it's also important to pay attention to what's happening in the economy. And after some down period, right, prices getting to all-time highs, the market is forward looking and has been anticipating these rate cuts coming, and the Federal Reserve has given stronger signals of that rate cut coming. So if you're asking the question, right, why has Bitcoin risen, right? Not only this 15% that it rose, Bitcoin is rising because there's more confidence from not the long term buyers, but there's more confidence from even short term to mid-term participants in the markets. And there's another truth that I'm going to put out there too. One of the things to understand is that when the Bitcoin halving was happening, and I'm going over the trading view to get the charts ready. When the Bitcoin halving was happening, and I'm switching screens here. There's a lot of anticipation that went into. Let me share the screen. There's a lot of anticipation that went into the Bitcoin halving. Obviously, we saw prices rise to a certain extent, and then prices went down. And then, okay, some might think, okay, all the possible volume, all the possible appreciation for that specific thing, the Bitcoin halving, all came during that period. The truth about that, and again, we're talking about truth about this bull run. The truth about that is no, we have not seen all the money that could have gone into Bitcoin when the ETFs were dropped. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is when an ETF drops, it drops in certain levels to participants. So just like how DeFi Kingdoms is launching just like how DeFi Kingdoms is launching PvP and they're saying, hey, streamers, you guys are the ones that will have access to it first. We're going to test out on you, get feedback from you, and get data from you. That you can kind of compare that to what currently happened with the Bitcoin ETF. So when it launched, it publicly launched to all regular U.S. Citizens with that are old enough to participate, right? 18 or older, or I think even like 12 or older if your parents get it for you. So those are the ones who were able to participate. The others who were able to participate were also, some of these hedge funds, and they started buying at a certain rate. But uh, pretty much after Labor Day, right? September 2nd is Labor Day or 4th, or I think I'm on point here. What you're gonna start to have is those who weren't able to participate. Endowments, right? Endowments could be any kind of organization outside of a scope of a regular like business. So like colleges, retirement funds, all these individuals that were not able to participate now after Labor Day, these fund managers are going to be able to show up and pitch these ETFs to a lot more liquidity that has yet to enter the market. We can get into a whole conversation about that, but that's the other truth that we have there. And we're going to move on to our next truth. And the next truth that we have as well is, guys, we've been looking at these charts for years. Years. We've been looking at these charts for years. And simply input in a macro sense, when it comes to Bitcoin, this is the previous bull market. Okay. You always have a downtrend. You have a scare. You have a 91% drop. And then Bitcoin finds its support. It finds its support at the previous all-time high. And we've gone over this over and over and over. It gets back to its all-time high. It fights through there, and then it goes escape velocity if the conditions are right. And so that's what we have right here with Bitcoin. We've been following this for way too long. And we know that this is the channel. Okay, this white channel that we see here is the channel that we've been following. We expected a 30% correction from the all-time highs. We got that. We dropped down to as low as 49,000. There was a deviation that happened from that channel. We did not get scared because we had another support area at 52, and then our bull market support area sits at $46,000. Why is that the bull market support area? That is where this convolution happens here. That is where the cup and handle happened here. That is where the 100% retracement from the cup and handle happened here. And that is the ultimate place where we may have gotten scared, but would see this yellow area as a great support area. And now, as we've been talking about for a very long time, the journey to 92K. The journey to 92K is now upon us. Who knows? We can still range in this channel, but we're respecting this channel so well. And while we're doing that, the daily RSI is just forming this beautiful cradling and respecting this inclining angle that's going on here. That this is just very beautiful to see. And when you go to the weekly on Bitcoin, the beauty just continues to formulate out. You're having this a sign of a strong impulse. You have this major weekly candle that you can see. Really, the support area that we're really looking at is 58K for Bitcoin. So I can geek out on this forever, but I'm trying to expedite this stream here. So Bitcoin looks good. We've talked about the journey to 92K. We guesstimated that when it comes to the monthly candles, and this is the last truth. This is the last truth that I'm going to leave you with Bitcoin. When it comes to the monthly candles, each month is a candle. This mid Bollinger, since we had this bullish turn here, if you guys can see this, just needs to meet the price. And the day this Bollinger, monthly Bollinger with monthly candles meets the price, bombs away. And by that time, we may have already had that impulse to 92K. So there's some anticipation that has to happen, but we're really liking. Let me go ahead and check my StreamYard. we're really liking what we're seeing from Bitcoin. And the thing that I want to shift to now is AVAX, because as we tracked AVAX from $8, we're anticipating a 2,552% move from that $8 region, all right, to $224 for AVAX. We had this massive impulse of about 800% move. And just like how we said Bitcoin's bull market support band was at a certain area, AVAX's bull market support band is at a certain area. And this is the beauty of charts and human psychology. We've always maintained that $21.35 is that bull market support area for AVAX. Now, deviations. Can deviations happen when you have your archer, right? When you have your archer, sometimes can you get with a combination with a combo, a 600 crit, a 700 crit, even a 900 crit, like I saw today, crazy on somebody's stream? Yes, but more and more you have certain areas that have to come back for long-term support, and long-term support on the archer with repeating shot is about 450 to 550 if the conditions are right, or if your hero's not OP. So we've been tracking this for AVAX. So with AVAX, it actually went below that bull market support area. Um, it went to $17. And if you're somebody who, is sitting in your position, you have some technical assistance to what you have going on, it deviates below your $21 region. You're like, holy crap, this is a buying opportunity, right? I have to stick to my convictions. And this $21 area doesn't just sit here for any reason. $13 is I'm making a sweat support for AVAX. 21 is bull market support, where if we get a strong bounce from this 21 area, holy schmoly, we are in for more aggressive moves than most folks think are coming. And so the next stage is to get past this $31 region here for AVAX. But I want to go to the daily candle and really show you what's happening here. Because when the daily RSI is moving well, and what you're starting to see from AVAX is parabolic behavior from AVAX. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is these first 2 points, right? These first two gap points has this type of bullish angle on it, right? And what we're going to see next is where those next 2 points could be, right? And when you're looking for parabolic action, right? Right, this is the same length of the previous point. If this is where the next point is, right, and I'm going to adjust this here, we could be looking at, and again, this is why we have this projection here, this yellow line. And I'm trying to really speed up and not get too geeked out. This yellow line here was our anticipation. And this anticipation has sat here since April 2024. All right. This has sat here since April 2024. This anticipated move was a downtrend and consolidation here. But what we're seeing here with the rest of this anticipated move is it could be a really fast move to $70 again, right? We want to create another high before we could correct. So it could be a really aggressive move to about $79. For historical purposes, I'm going to put another trend line that I will not change moving forward, and that is this $76 region. But all in all, we're anticipating a breakout from here and then a back test to create another higher angle, probably at $44, and then absolute escape velocity on AVAX to that 224. Probably a stop at the all-time highs at 147, and then 224 off we go. But the last truth that I want to leave you with is it could happen very quickly, because this angle that AVAX is forming is looking like it's going to try to do a really aggressive breakout of $31, which has been resistance. And what I mean by that is $31 is a strong, a local resistance. It tried, rejected. It tried, rejected. Now it's doing a third try, and it's looking very parabolic where it can break out, right? About $47, come back and test it, bang, escape velocity. So we're going to leave this here as well. So moving on from that, we're going to head over and check Jewel, right? The question is, if this game is good, and we know it is right now, what does it look like for Jewel, right? And that's the last truth that we're trying to leave here with. We're answering truths tonight. We played some games. It lasted quite a bit of time, but we got to close out. What is the last truth, and what does Jewel have to do with that? And we are about to talk about it. What is the last truth, and what does Jewel have to do with that? Let's go ahead and do this. Try to do this in about 5 minutes. For those of you who are here, thank you for being here. I know there's a lot going on this weekend, a lot of streams happening, a lot of PvP, and I'm doing my job, right? I'm doing my job, and I'm getting the data with the charts out there. We got Sarge in the building. These guys are talking about sunscreen. Um, you guys are hilarious. All right, cool. So let's get this last breakdown of Jewel here. I want to keep it very simple for the monthly view. As we've been tracking Jewel, we said in Jewel's history, the monthly candle has short amount of times where it goes below 11 cents, 11.5 cents. It doesn't do that often. As long as you understand that, out of how many months? 30, how many months? 30 something months. We counted these months last time. Let's go down here actually. That's why it's good to have your data sitting there. Right? You have 731 days, right? Which is about a little over close to 2 years, 3 years, right? And this is since the low here. So a little bit over 2 years. We had our 3-year anniversary, right? Now 792 days. So for almost 800 days, right, and a bunch of monthly candles, Jewel has refused. Jewel has. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing this. Sorry, guys. Let's do this again. With the Jewel chart, the main focus, macro focus that we have had is that Jewel needs to find strength above 0.115, 11 cents. Okay. So in its history, with a $14 million market cap currently and over $500,000 of liquidity, right, with over 3.4K, market cap of 14 million, we we have ascertained that it cannot spend multiple months under 11.5. And it rarely does that. We said that regardless of this pattern, we're looking at an inverse head and shoulders that should take us to $5. We also said that if this month can close above, right, the month of August, which is near ending, the month of August ends in about 7 days. Right now it's the 24th, right? 31 days. So about 7 days. And if as long as it can close above that 1154, things look really good. Not just that as a truth, right? And now it's inference. Not just that as a truth. We see 74 cents as the impulse that comes from creating another month or multiple months above that 1154. And that impulse we see going to 74. From 74, we see a rejection back to what? This is the bull market support area for Jewel. That's what we've been talking about. We've been talking about the inverse head and shoulders, which is a very powerful indicator, especially a macro indicator. And that's how we get that move to 74. And from 74, we may have some consolidation, but $1.26 and then $5.58 is kind of what we're looking at, depending on where this bull market goes. Now, why do I not see Jewel possibly getting back to all-time high this bull market? Is because I don't think we have much more time left in the rest of this bull market. I think we have a few months, maybe 4 to 5 months. I think things really start get rolling now, right? The confidence in the market comes back now, and it lasts for 5 to 6 months, as long as 7. But we're getting towards the end. And you can take advantage of this if you have some short-term profit you're looking to take, or you can say, I don't care, up or down, I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging. But we're going to try to take advantage of this move that we have seen coming, even though we're going to be here for a very long time. So $5.58 is what I see for Jewel. Yes, the fact that the game is fun, I see that being very, very beneficial to this ecosystem. I do think that that's going to help propel to us to that bull market support area, to that 74 cent area, and further on as well. I had a lot of fun tonight digging into things, battling, digging into the charts. I hope that this update kind of shows you where we have to go. Seeing Bitcoin going to, that 92K and about 120, 140 at the top. Really excited to do this, and really excited that PvP is being released at a very great time, at least the testing of it for the final release coming up in the near future. But really bullish on the ecosystem, excited for what's to come. I hope that these truths that I shared with you give you some sort of insight. As always, not financial advice, but here in the trade room, we use the charts to tell us what is going on in the ecosystem. So it's time for the giveaway. Gonna wrap things up here. Gonna go ahead and show the wheel of names. And I already started logging names down already, as you guys can see. I have Ren. I'm gonna throw Sarge in there. We are giving a Gore Blade away. Let's get everybody in here. It's gonna be a nice little. You can throw it on your priest. You know what I'm saying? I can show you guys which Gore Blade this is while I give about 2 minutes for more names. I can show you guys this Gore Blade. Hopefully, I have it here. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna be giving away this Gore Blade here. Right, you're looking at all of them having the 17 to 77 attack. 50 to 120 spell. I think it's critical, right? Even if you're putting this on your hunter, right? Even if you're putting this on your hunter, like he's gonna do work. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're giving away. I got shoes. My girl wear is in the building. Another cool thing that I'm seeing with this ecosystem is that, like, man, people are really just kicking back and watching some of this action from like a nice little screen TV and just having a good time, right? And catching the action and honestly probably taking some player notes themselves. So got shoes my girls wearing there, got digital sleep aid in there. I believe I have Jeremy in there. I have Ren in there. AA free. I'm about to get you in there as well. So yeah, that's the Gore Blade that we're giving away. Okay, we got Mr. Michael in the building as well. Mr. Michael Niev. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back and check everybody else. I know some people have swapped over to box side. Sasha, I'm not throwing you in there. All right, so I think we have everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and spin it in a little bit. Really, really fun. Really, really fun getting these battles in. Enjoy you guys for being here. I enjoy all the feedback. Oh, Chris, let's get Chris in there. I think Chris actually won the last giveaway that I gave there. And I actually gave away a whole entire Gorbo. So I think Chris won that. So shout out to you, Chris. So yeah, I think I have everybody in here, man. Time to set it off. So, Sarge says, "I hope Sasha wins." No. Yeah, Mike says, "Well, Chris ain't winning again." Hey, we're gonna see. All right, guys. So we're gonna set it off. Way to end the stream. I'm glad that I sped this up a bit so I can tap into some of my other favorite streamers. Let's go ahead and give this away. I might be the only one still using the wheel, man. No way, no way, no way. No. Oh, wow. I thought Chris was about to win again. Whoa. I thought Chris was about to win again. People would have called it a conspiracy. Yeah, so shout out to Worm. He has won the Gore Blade. I'm gonna holla at him. I know he also has the Priest song, so that's like hilarious, right? He has the He has a whole pre-song, so that'll be dope. But guys, you can catch me in the chat of Boxside, and then you guys can also catch the jewelers going on tonight. It was fun. Really thanks everybody for showing up. This is exciting. We've all been literally tapping in and streaming all damn day. But appreciate you guys. I'll catch you for the rest of these next few hours as well. Bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. The charts say we're in a bullish mode. The Jewel monthly chart looks great. To answer and just to wrap up this with no question asked, we have dropped some truths, and the truth is the Bulls are set to win for the next few months. But be very, very careful because we are due to go into a very bloody bear market. And we'll talk more about that as we wrap up this bull market. Thank you guys for coming in. Have a good night, and we will catch you on the next one. Bulletin.